Quick clap. See you later, suckers.
Such incredible style and features at such great value. It's gonna feel like you stole it.
They'll never take us alive. Never.
And it's fun to pretend you did. Suzuki.
Insulate your home with quality curtains from R&E Scott. Functional, practical and beautiful. R&E Scott, Grey Street, Hamilton.
Part of the Ace Radio Network, 88.9 and 93.7 Mix FM.
14 degrees in Melbourne, a shower or two tomorrow, a top of 16. It's 6 o'clock. Good evening. I'm Tony Tardio. Both the Premier and the Transport Infrastructure Minister have been unable to say how much the first two stages of the suburban rail loop will cost after new documents revealed a massive cost blowout. Stephanie Wacklewick at State Parliament.
Premier Daniel Andrews insists the government has been upfront about the cost of the first stage of the suburban rail loop, but deferred to his deputy for the estimated cost of stage 2.
It's costed, it's funded, it's happening. I'm happy to have Jacinta come back to you about estimates of the subsequent stages.
New figures from the Parliamentary Budget Office requested by the state opposition reveal the bill for the first two stages of the project will soar to $125 billion, more than double the $50 billion estimated for the cost of the entire project in 2018. Transport Infrastructure Minister Jacinta Allen has refused to confirm how much the second stage would cost, but says the opposition's numbers are misleading.
Quite frankly, they're meaningless. This is all a cover-up. They are going to cut the suburban rail loop.
Despite admitting the cost is likely to continue climbing, opposition leader Matthew Guy is refusing to scrap the project altogether.
Whether we come back to it or not, I say it for the second time, is immaterial.
At State Parliament, Stephanie Wacklewick, 9 News.
A lack of available beds at a hospital in Melbourne's east has resulted in patients being treated in tents. It comes as an 83-year-old woman who'd suffered a suspected stroke was taken to Box Hill Hospital yesterday afternoon and forced to spend the night in a tent set up outside. Her daughter Sarah says she's set up as also causing issues within the ambulance system.
Paramedics don't leave until the person is assigned to bed. So paramedics are dealing with patients in the corridors and also in the tent.
The obstetrician and midwife of the Melbourne mother and baby who died of sepsis have defended their actions on day 3 of a coronial inquest. Eliza Rugg reports.
Medical experts say the two private hospitals Annie Moylan went to, Holmes Glen in Moorabbin and St Vincent's in the city, both had an unexplained delay in treating the pregnant woman with antibiotics. Obstetrician Dr Vicky Knott says she was told by Dr Hui Shi at Holmes Glen that Annie had gastro and was having a possible miscarriage, but she wasn't told Annie was seriously unwell with a fever of 40.3 degrees. Dr Knott says that is why she didn't get to St Vincent's quicker, where Annie arrived first in an ambulance but with no written handover from Holmes Glen or paramedics. Former midwife Rachel Marshall broke down on the witness stand, explaining how she tried to alert a senior colleague about Annie's deteriorating condition, but she was told to simply put a sheet over Annie, who was shivering.
Police have today extradited a man from Queensland in relation to a $1 million crop house uncovered at Glen Iris last year. The accused, a 21-year-old Italian national, was arrested on Tuesday by Border Force trying to board a one-way flight from Brisbane to Serbia. Police in New Zealand say human remains found in abandoned suitcases were of 2 primary school-aged children. The remains were discovered by a family who purchased the contents of an abandoned storage locker in South Auckland at auction. In finance news, the share market down 23, the dollar buying 69.41 US cents.
Sonia Gillingham knows the Hamilton property market. Call Sonia at Groves Real Estate.
Alistair Clarkson has arrived back in Melbourne, still undecided on his coaching future. The Premiership coach has told Channel 10 he's uncomfortable with being the centre of attention as the footy world waits for him to make a call on which club he'll sign on with.
It's quite embarrassing, to be fair, to be such the central figure in all this. You know, I've got enormous respect for the 3 guys involved in their clubs. You know, Spike McVeigh, Truck Rutten, and and Patch Adams. I know full well that this circus will end once I can make a decision one way or the other, so the sooner I can do that, the better.
After 4 injury-plagued seasons with St Kilda, Dan Hanbury is retiring with Sunday's game against Sydney, where he enjoyed his greatest highs in his decorated career, to be his last. And Essendon veteran Michael Hurley has also announced his retirement. It's 6:05. That's the latest in news and sport.
If you have an unwanted tree that needs removing or trees that are encroaching on fence lines, Barco can sort it out. They're your local accredited professional team and one-stop shop for tree lopping and traffic management.
The next time you try a McCafe coffee, you'll be enjoying the delicious taste of Australia's most popular barista-made coffee. Just one of many reasons to try McCafe.
If you haven't been into beds lately, maybe you should check out the range and quality of their stock. They don't have any trouble competing on price, and their staff really go that extra mile to help. It's no wonder they're going from strength to strength. Beds of Portland, MixxFM's Business of the Month.
Powering their passion
your
with Battery
official
World.
emergency
So
broadcaster.
if you're hitting the open road on your next outdoor adventure,
MixxFM
or
weather.
simply taking
Edith
pride in a
Fox,
job
Southern
well done,
Grampians
there's
Livestock and
only
Real
one
Estate,
place to go,
property consultant
and
for
that's
Portland and
Battery World.
surrounds.
There's a strong wind warning for the west coast and cloudy for the rest of your Thursday, with winds tending westerly and an overnight low of 4 degrees. Cloudy again tomorrow with showers increasing in the evening and a top of 13. Saturday will be cloudy too, with rain in the morning and 30k winds, a max of 12. And Sunday there'll be more cloud about with a slight chance of showers and a top again of 13. Tomorrow looking at a top of 13 for Hamilton and 15 for Warrnambool, Portland and the coast.
Harvey Norman Hamilton, your laptop specialists.
At the moment it's 11 degrees.